Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. I'm Adrian, and we are playing Paradox Elves. What do we think of this opening hand? I think it's keepable. Yeah, I think it's keepable. We're going to keep it. I mean, we have Paradox Engine in our hand. We have this guy, which we're not going to play for quite some time, which is less good. And then we have Harmonize, which we will be able to play on turn 3, which is not as fast as I would like it to be. We are on the draw, so, you know, who knows? We may actually draw into something quite good. So let's just run with it and see how this goes. Our opponent plays a Foily Island. Interesting. And our opponent is waiting for something on our upkeep. And we draw a Heritage Druid. Sweet! That is like a fantastic card in this deck, and in most decks, quite honestly. That's going to be a turn 2 play. Could be better. If we didn't have Druid of the Anima, we could actually play Heritage Druid, Llanowar Elves, another 1-drop Elf, and then blip, a whole bunch of mana, which actually would allow us to turn, well, it'd be turn 3, potentially Paradox Engine. I think right now it's still a turn 3 Paradox Engine for us. Would it be turn 3? Yes, turn 3 Paradox Engine. So our opponent plays Wall of Omens, singular, and then passes it back to us, again, waiting on our upkeep. Our opponent must have one of their things set to always be stopping on here, which they may be playing, well, we're playing blue-white, so it could just be a straight-up blue-white control deck, I'm assuming. And we get Banefire. Ooh, delicious. And let's go this way, I guess. So play our Druid of the Anima, and then we're going to play our Heritage Druid. Opponent is tapped out, so they're not going to counter it, and then we will pass it to our opponent's turn. We're going to Paradox Engine next turn, because we have 3, 4, 5. So assuming our opponent doesn't counter it, oh, they play another Wall of Omens. Excellent. Which is fantastic for us. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic for us, because that means they're not going to counter our Paradox Engine, which means we're going to go to Crazy Town, starting very soon here. Elvish Visionary, fantastic. Fantastic, but I'm not actually going to do anything with it. And there we go. Yes, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Go. Paradox Engine, activate. And I wonder what our opponent thinks at this point. Where they're like, oh, Elves and Paradox Engine, that is going to be a lot of damage and or lots of mana. We have Banefire in hand as well, and we do have a red source right here. So next turn we may actually be able to go off. It's going to be potentially turn 4 Paradox Engine combo explosion time. We're going to see what our opponent does, though. That's going to be the big question right now. So they're skipping it to our turn, which is okay. Oh, we don't have the draw engine right now. We need a draw engine. So we could play this guy? I guess that's really our only plan. And a forest. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to be playing Gilt-Leaf Archdruid. So 1, 2, 3. 3. All 3 of them. And 1, 2... Oh. Yeah, and one more land, which then will let us play our Paradox Engine. These guys are on tap, which means we have a bunch of free mana currently. And Lightning Helixing our... Oh, no! Why? Please don't do that. That's no fun. No fun for me, at least. Yeah, so stuff on taps. We do have our Gilt-Leaf Archdruid, which is fantastic because we could potentially steal their lands, which is not really our extreme game plan at this exact point. It's actually going to be that whenever we play a Druid, we actually get to draw an extra card. So that's what we're going to be using her for. I'm assuming it's a her. Looks like a her. So our two options right now, our only option actually right now, is to play Elvish Visionary, which we will just play for normal cost. We're not going to draw a card from the Gilt-Leaf Archdruid, but we will draw a card. Always yield. We will draw a card from her in general. Spell Snare, though. That doesn't help at all. At least our stuff untaps, so that's the thing. And yeah, that's going to be past our opponent's turn. They countered our stuff. Boo! Could have been a turn 2 go off, potentially. But it didn't happen on this turn. No point attacking because they're just going to block. So ship it to our opponent's turn. What are they going to do? They are going to burn themselves with Arid Mesa. What'd they gain their life from, by the way? Lightning Helix. They gained 3 life from Lightning Helix because they blew up our Druid, our Heritage Druid, which is really key for us to get a lot of mana. Because these guys obviously will produce 1 mana a turn, but we need to be playing in order to get a benefit out of it. we actually need to be, and assuming we're paying with Lifecrafter's Bestiary, we need to be paying 2 mana each turn for like the lowest cost elves, and 3 mana if we're playing some higher cost elves. So, yeah. Anyways, skipping to our turn, it looks like our opponent is not doing anything on their turn. What are we doing? What are we grabbing? Our opponent, again, waiting on our upkeep for some reason. Not sure why. Oh, let me guess. Vapor Snag. Snapcaster Mage, Lightning Helix? I'm assuming? Targeting probably Gilt-Leaf Archdruid? If not Gilt-Leaf Archdruid, then Druid of the Anima. Yeah, Gilt-Leaf goes away. Get rid of our draw engine. Makes sense. We may as well play our Harmonize right now. I totally did that wrong. I should have actually tapped this. Oh well. Live and learn. Live and learn. I've played this on X-Mage a lot, this deck, and I'm used to the sequencing on that, not the sequencing on this. So I'm still making small mistakes, which is really annoying, and it drives me a little bit crazy because I'm like, no, I know how to play this deck, I swear. Opponent has a single life there, so yeah, I think we got this. Actually, no, wait, we need to do this other round because we're auto-yielding to that. So it's going to be, we may have this, I should say. So it's going to be Heritage Druid, untapping all of our stuff. Is he going to blow up something? He may blow up something. I should have probably made this actually green mana and done it differently. So he gets a blue, what spell? Pierce? I'm not sure. What can he play that would actually counter Heritage Druid? Nothing, apparently. Well, that's fine. If we play Harmonize, we get to untap everything and we get to draw much cards. So let's go that way. Oops. Yeah, so tapping these guys. Yep, playing all of the manas, untapping our elves, and drawing 3 cards, which means we're only sitting on 3 mana at this point. We do need to get more. Hopefully we draw into, there's a couple different things we could be drawing into that'll allow us to draw more cards and just continuously draw, play, draw, play, draw, play. And Lifecrafter's Bestiary is one of them, but we need to play a bunch of other stuff before we can do that. So, let's do the Archdruid. Okay. Yep. So just one. So we have to build up a bunch of mana in order to actually play this, which is going to be okay. We can do that. Yes. So that is a +2. Oh, that's enough. That is enough to do it. So the next turn, the next thing we'll do is we'll actually play our Lifecrafter's Bestiary, and then we will play a bunch of mana. 1 second here. Someone actually is talking about that they also do Twitch streaming here. Okay, Arbor Elf is in play. Let's go for this, guys. I think we have this. We have 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we can do this. Okay, so we're gonna go Heritage Druid, bam, bam, and bam, and we're also gonna tap this guy down. So it's gonna be Lifecrafter's Bestiary for 3, and then what are we gonna do after this? And okay, I assume our opponent is not countering this. And Lifecrafter's Bestiary goes into play. By the way, I just want to point out, sorry, there may be some cutting between this video if you've noticed, and it's because I actually was talking with this this user, Marsh Bubbles, and he is totally a Twitch streamer and has a YouTube channel as well. So there will be a link below this video. You can actually go check out his channel because why not? We gotta spread the love across YouTube, gameplay, MTG community as much as humanly possible. Okay, now we can start getting into absolutely crazy town. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Typing this down. Elvish Mystic. You always go first. So that goes first. Yield. Always yield as well, because we're always going to pay for it. Yes. Joraga Warcaller. Ooh. No, he can block more stuff than we have. So we're going to go for the Banefire strategy. Elvish Mystic comes into play, and let's throw down Llanowar Elves. Oops. I did that wrong again. That's okay. Not the end of the world. We're not going to run out of mana. Not yet, at least. I have to stop doing that. I really, really need to stop doing that. So, okay. So, Llanowar Elves comes into play. Let's do this right now, because we're going to just keep fumbling it if we don't. And 1, 2, 3. 3, go. Lifemaster's Bestiary as well, which is going to be fantastic. So let's pay for those 3. Obviously, we're not going to draw a card off this, but now when we play our Arbor Elf, we're going to draw 2 cards because we can pay for both of them, which is fantastic. Okay, let's do that again. So 1, 2, 3. Tap 1, 2, 3. Play our Arbor Elf. And you go first, you go second, and Paradox Engine goes third. Untapping everything. Yes. And yes. So we draw another Druid Anima and another Joraga Warcaller. Which, I mean, if Joraga Warcaller also gave our creatures trample, that'd be rad. But unfortunately, he doesn't. So, not as rad. And we're going to go this way now, because we're actually going to start getting that red mana we need. Only need 1 red mana, actually. I say it like there's a whole bunch of red mana we need to get, but actually just 1. Which will be fine. And yeah, I mean, I don't see how we don't have this. Oh, he's going to Spell Snare! Spell Snaring Druid of the Anima. Okay, well, that's totally fine. I mean, that does not matter that we don't have Druid of the Anima. It's literally, we need the draw power from it, which we are getting. And Arbor Elf. Oh. No. Dear Diary, stop. I either need to turn off auto yield, or I need to, yeah. There's a couple things I need to potentially do here. Okay. And let's go like this properly this time. And 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. You too, all of you. Okay. And you can be green, sure. Oh, I should have used the red. Should have made red. No, that's fine. Okay. You. And yes, draw. Yes, draw. Okay. And Elvish Mystic. The only thing is this deck is way too slow to be playing. Oh no, I did it again! Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. We should be doing the other round. I mean, we could, we might be able to do it this. We're gonna see. We need to get up to 23. Yeah, we're gonna pay that. I'm gonna pay that as well. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Archdruid, make all of the mana. We're almost there. So we're gonna play this. We're gonna cast it after we resolve our Mystic. Okay, and okay, and we don't need to be drawing more cards. We have enough stuff. So let's play the land. And do we actually have enough at this point? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Ah, you and you. All of you. All of you go. And 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 23. And let's just be safe here. And let's Banefire for our opponent's face. For all of the mana. 26. And going for it. We're going for it. And sure, let's give it another red for good luck. And boom! Yay! Banefire our opponent's face for 28 uncounterable damage. It is super funny. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that resolves, and our opponent takes it, and we're gonna go to sideboard. Okay, let's see if I can play any faster. We totally burnt like 5 minutes just trying to do that. So what is our opponent playing? I totally forgot what our opponent... Oh, we're playing a blue-white control. Okay, so what do we need to take out? So a single Gilt-Leaf Archdruid can come out, and we're playing against control. Madcap Experiment is fantastic. Actually, we're going to take out both of these guys because... Actually, no. We're going to leave one in. Leave one in, and we're going to take out a single Harmonize. I think it's going to be a better bet for us. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Run her back like that. And let's see how this pans out. Okay, game two. Let's see how this goes. There's going to be a bunch of editing in this video, as you guys have probably noticed. What do we think? I think this is a fantastic opening hand. So let's do it. Okay, our opponent is obviously starting. Let's see. I mean, if you guys are watching this on the live stream, that's really cool. Or you guys watch this on a live stream, I don't really know. To be honest here, I actually don't know who our at this exact time, I should say. I don't actually know who our opponent is, but talking with him, he is a Twitch streamer and a YouTuber as well, so that's very cool. We're going to have to take a look at his channel afterwards, or I'm going to have to take a look at his channel after this game at least. It's very cool to see other YouTuber and streamers playing. And let's see. Bam to bam. Let's go for it. And ship to our opponent's turn, because we don't have a need to do anything else, or we can't do anything else. And what are we going to do next turn? So I think Druid of the Anima... Oh, no. Elvish Archdruid is totally the plan for next turn. Mind you, he does have Steam Vents, so he may be able to just blow it up. See? We're going to see. That's what we're going to do. We're skipping our opponent's turn. So he plays the Temple. I wonder if he is playing a combo deck. It is completely possible. And let's see. So Forest, and I could play Archdruid. Not a bad idea. Other option would be Druid of the Anima and another Llanowar. Also not a bad idea. Is it a better idea, though? That is the question. Because I have a hunch that Elvish Archdruid is going to get blown up real fast. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's live life dangerously. Go for like the all-out strategy here. Because also if we play Druid of the Anima, he is playing a bunch of spell snares which counter 2-drop spells, so he may just counter our... No, there we go. That's what I thought would actually probably happen, is he would just bolt it, so that's fine. The world is not ending. We're just back by a turn, unfortunately. Mind you, if we played Druid of the Anima, he probably would have also bolted it, because Banefire is the thing. And it is our turn. Arbor Elf. Do I want to Visionary? If I play Visionary... What do I Visionary into? Yeah, we're going to Visionary. Hopefully we get a Beastmaster's something or other, or draw something we can probably play next turn. Obviously there's nothing this turn we're going to be drawing into, which means we probably could have, should have... Ah, no, we can play both of these guys as well. Remanding it back to our hand. So we're not going to be playing that. We're actually going to play Llanowar Elves and Arbor Elf, and then ship it to our opponent's turn. So we still get all of the mana fixing we wanted, and, I mean... Visionary is not that bad to be remanded. I'd rather be remanded rather than countered, because if it's countered, then we don't get the card draw. If it's remanded, we still just get to go back to our hand. So that's a thing. We could have played Druid of the Animate, obviously, but I would much rather go this way and have extra 2 mana. He does have room for Cryptic at this point, so that is dangerous. I keep saying he. I really, really hope this person is actually a guy, because that would be super exalting. I would be very sorry if you are not a guy. And we have Banefire. That's neat. Let's throw down the Visionary in hopes that he tries to counter it. He doesn't. He doesn't. Okay. It's good. Forest. And Druid of the Anima, I guess, is what it's going to be. If he doesn't counter it, we are going to start Banefiring for a lot of damage next turn, which is going to be real fun for me. Attack with everything. Go. And let's see what happens next turn. So, I mean, this doesn't have very much board presence, as it's Restoration Angel. Probably on one of our mana dorks. Please block the... Yeah! Arbor Elf! My least favorite elf out of the mana dorks. I would much rather him go away rather than anything else. Now, here's the question. We can do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 and 6 is not going to be enough to kill it. We could obviously do Restoration Angel for 5, so it's not counterable, and then swing in. Maybe that's the route we go. Let's see what we draw. Let's see what we draw. I think it's going to rely on that. Harmonize. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's going to be Harmonize. What do we get? Come on. All of the cards we want. Paradox Engine and Lifecrafter's Bestiary. I want both. I want both. Or unless our opponent decides to counter it, then that sucks. Yep. Get some red mana off that right away. And what do we draw? Our opponent is trying to Lightning Bolt our guy, which we just grabbed red mana off of her because, oh, Lifecrafter's Bestiary. And more Banefires. We have all of the Banefires and none of the mana to actually cast a decent amount of damage with it. So I think we're just going to go for the Lifecrafter's Bestiary, which at this point doesn't actually help us at all, which is kind of rough and kind of funny. I should have actually just Banefired. I should have, instead of like playing other stuff, I should have just Banefired the like Resto Angel like straight away. So, well, you live and learn. That's part of the game. Living and learning. And what is our opponent doing? Flooded Strands, grabbing something or other. Our opponent has like literally like done every single land drop every single turn. It's actually really impressive at this point. Which might be very... Uh-oh, Kiki Jiki. That is an infinite combo. This is infinite Restoration Angels. Let's let our opponent kill us then. Okay, we're going to go always yield, go like this, and we're just going to skip to our turn. And we're going to let our opponent create, well, 30 or 40 Resto Angels. And there we go, more Resto Angels, Resto Angels. This also allows our opponent to burn a bunch of their time away, so if we go to Game 3, which we're about to go to Game 3, we have the clock on our side as well. Mind you, we said yield to all, so I mean, it can actually go pretty fast. I mean, he's already got 4 or 5, super quick. Bloop, 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 bloop. So what's that going to be? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That is enough. Attack! Attacky ol' fun Boros, attacky, killy, make a whole bunch of angels deck. I guess he probably actually has a lot more land in this deck than normal. Okay, so now that we know that that is the combo, can we do anything with that? So we could use Crumble the Dust just to bring his land base down, which is actually not a bad idea to be quite honest. And I was hemming and hawing and putting Essence Warden in. It just means that he has to like produce a little bit more than a lot more creatures. Just means he has to create a few more creatures because Restoration Angel creates more, or gives him more than 1 life per turn. Rapid Vigor is not going to be that handy. Tormod Script is not going to be that handy. Yeah, it's going to be Crumble the Dust and going down the other Gilt-Leaf Archdruid. And I think a single Arbor Elf? Is that what I think? Yeah, I think it's going to be single Arbor Elf goes down as well. Okay, well, let's run that back. Madcap Experiment is fantastic because he is aiming to combo off. Again, if we draw it and we manage to play, we may be able to get the surprise on him. We are going to play first, and what do I think of this? This is... This is really a bad opening hand. Because we don't have any of our mana dorks. We have Heritage Druid, which is fantastic if we have something else mana-wise. Have to mulligan, sadly. Have to mulligan again, sadly. We will keep this because it has a mana dork. And land on top. What do I think of land on top? I think land on top is actually going to be okay. Because we'll play a bunch more stuff on turn 2 than we normally would. Obviously, we can play Archdruid on turn 2, which may be a little bit risky, seeing how he could probably just bolt it again, which would be not so fun for us. We're going to draw the forest. I think we just I think that's what we have to do. We're literally just going to Archdruid, and hopefully he does not bolt it. I'm willing to bet you anything, though, he bolts it. Like, super willing to bet you it dies this turn, right now. Which is sad, but I'm sure that's the way this game is played, is Modern makes creatures go bolt. That's the name of the game, which is okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We have other things in our deck that we can... Well, we have more of them in our deck, so we could actually play them again. Or he Hollow Fountains. That's a thing. So it is not being bolted. That makes me happy. Thus makes me happy. Sounds very German of me. Thus makes me happy. That is not a German accent. I forgive... Alright... What do I think? Do I attack with this guy? No, I can't attack with anything. So let's just go to second main combat. Hit a button. Shouldn't hit buttons. That's what I should not do. Heritage Druid can come in. And then go to our opponent's turn, I guess. There you go. It is your turn. You can do with it what you wish. And let's see. So does Elvish Archdruid get bolted right away? Again, mulling down to 5 is really not very fun for this deck because we just kind of need. Again, we have. It's such a. It's very unlikely for us to not to draw a land. 2 damage to Heritage Druid. Well, that's a possibility. It's one of those things we knew it might happen. Yeah, but yes, there is like a very low possibility that we don't have a mana dork and a land. We just need one of each really to like get the deck going. So sometimes it whiffs, just like right now. Okay, well, let's go to combat and swing with everything. Attack with all creatures. Yeah, 2 damage to our opponent's face. And yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Okay, let's see what our opponent does. We're just gonna skip through their turn because we have no plays. We literally have land. We drew so much land, which is very unusual. Ah, not another Wall of Omens. We can't get through anymore. We can't do a little bit of damage. That's the thing that happens. And Lifecrafter's Bestiary is exactly what I'd like to be playing right now. Obviously, if I had a creature in hand, that would be even better. Ah, don't counter it. Come on, I need that. I need it. Don't counter it. Please don't counter it. What do you have to counter it? I mean, could have a, what, mana leak? Theoretically? Mana leak? Is it mana leak? It's mana leak. Is it okay? Yes. We are going to pay for it, because I would like, oh, I'd rather tap too much stuff. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Okay, go to our opponent's turn. Yes, we're gonna go with some mana in our mana pool. And we'll see how this pans out. What's happening now? What is happening now? And it is Snapcaster Mage, what, electrolyzing our Archdruid. I mean, that's my guess. That's what I would do if I was in his pants. In his pants. that's, what am I saying here? That's what I would do if I was playing his deck, is I would totally electrolyze my Archdruid. If I was in his pants. That's a new one for me. New all-time low. There you guys go. You guys can revel in that one as all you want. And we get to scry Madcap. I like that idea. That can go on top. Because our opponent's not really doing much damage to us, so may as well. Okay, Madcapping it is, and there's no countering happening on his side of the table. So, it's another Bestiary. It's only 4 damage, though. And, well, ship it to our opponent's turn. If we draw a creature, though, we're going to be able to draw 2 cards. So we actually should be getting back into, like, an aggressive draw cycle here pretty soon. Because most of the stuff we have in our deck is creatures. I mean, I think almost all of our stuff is creatures. What do we have here? We have not creature, creature, Harmonize, not a creature, and also that. So, yeah, almost all of these cards are creatures. So, should draw a creature. That's my guess. Path to Exile. That's okay. Yeah, please. We also get a double scry, in theory, so that's another really big advantage. Okay. We're going to take 2 damage from our opponent. I'm quite sad that we didn't manage to flip a Paradox Engine. Instead, it's a Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Okay. And what do we have on top? Heritage Druid. Do we want Heritage Druid? Yes. Put on top of the library. And the other one's going to be also going on top of the library because, well, it's scrying the exact same card. So, let's play Heritage Druid. And, oh yeah, we can always go yield to these things. And always going to be yes. Pay 1, draw a card. Crumble to dust. Okay. Let's get Heritage Druid into play. And what are we going to crumble to dust? His Hollowed Fountain? Yeah, why not? Crumbling to dust your Hollow Fountain. Do you have a counterspell? I mean, you have enough mana for Cryptic, you have enough mana for Mana Leak, you have enough mana for a lot of different counterspells. But do you have the counterspells is the real question here. That is the real question. I could have done Steam Vents in theory as well, because that would be getting rid of his Kiki potential. I mean, he would have to draw 2 more lands to get Kiki. So, yeah, there you go, Cryptic. And he's going to return Lifecrafter's Bestiary to my hand. Just funny. Okay, well, go to our opponent's turn. Man, I will say control decks versus this deck generally don't do very well. Or we don't do very well against control decks solely, well, Path to Exile. Solely because they have enough disruption to generally prevent us from getting started. And if they just can't disrupt us enough, then we do eventually go off and explode and do all awesome stuff. But, I mean, control decks generally are, like, disrupt mid-range decks like this. which I'm sure you know. I mean, aggro destroys control, control destroys mid-range, control destroys mid-range or combo, and then combo generally tends to destroy mid-range? No, wait. I got that backwards. I'm not even sure what I said anymore. But there's supposed to be like this pyramid scheme of like this destroys that, this destroys that, this destroys that. So I could probably reason it out in my head, but I've just recorded like 6 videos today. So my brain is starting to turn a little bit mushy on me. What do we got on top? Archdruid. That is... yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. We're going to put it on top. Put you on top. Draw Archdruid. And, yeah, 1, 2, 3. We don't have any Banefire, so no point in stressing over that. And then, yes, pay 1. Yes. And Visionary. Sweet. We will play our Visionary for 2, and then we're also going to, again, pay 1 green mana to draw an extra card. Paying cards. Drawing. Draw 2 cards. Llanowar Elves, and what else? And what else do we draw off of the Visionary? We draw another Visionary. Sweet. Alright, well, we live to fight another day. Ship it to our opponent's turn. That may be enough to start getting the ball rolling, assume he doesn't destroy multiple of our things. Restoration Angel, that is going to be dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Because he just needs Kiki this. Well, he needs a 1 red mana and then Kiki to basically go infinite. So, dangerous for us. We'll see how it plays out, though. Now, here's the question. Do I Elvish Visionary? What do you think? 3, 4, 5. Yep, no, we're just going to take the damage. There's no point in us blocking because we can get an extra mana from this, which may be the difference between drawing into our win condition versus not drawing into our win condition. So, yeah, let's do that. Because next turn we can, in theory, play our Beastcrafter, play Llanowar Elves, paying the mana for 2 of these, drawing 2 cards off of it. Theoretically, Elvish Visionary is the same, I guess, in theory. Or maybe even better. Maybe we'll play Elvish Visionary. But we need a bunch of mana. So, yeah, Scry 1. What do we got on top? Forest is really not what we want. So that is going to the bottom, and we draw another Bestiary. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to go this way. We, in theory, may be able to explode this turn. So, what do we think? I could... Llanowar Elves, drawing 2... I should have actually not played the first one. That was actually really wrong on my part. I should have only played the first one because I could have drawn potentially 2 or 3... Drew 2 or 3 cards, and then maybe got into a Paradox Engine, which would actually, like, infinite looped. But I didn't do that. I played 2 of them, so hopefully we draw into... I guess theoretically I could... do I have enough? I have 1, 2, 3... If I... Oh, what is he doing? Lightning Helixing that guy. Well, looks like we're going to tap him. So we're definitely not going to go into Infinite Land this turn. Yeah, we're going to draw. And yeah, we might as well draw again. Llanowar Elves and Joraga Warcaller. Interesting. Not interesting enough to win the game at this point, but interesting enough to do interesting stuff. And we may as well Elvish Visionary. Probably should have left... No, I wouldn't have enough mana to kill it anyways. So we're literally playing this one close to our chest. What is he bolting? He's bolting our face. Okay. And we're going to pay for the first one. Yes. Arbor Elf. Not what we need. No, we're not going to pay for the second one. And... yeah, draw another card. Fingers crossed, we draw something good. It's a forest, which we could in theory use to play down another creature, but I mean, it's not going to do us any good at this point, so yeah, let's just ship it to our opponent's turn. We're going to have to chump block the Snapcaster Mage. It is going to be close. It is going to be very close. I mean, if our opponent has Bolt, snapping, he's going to snap and Bolt and then swing in for the air. That is going to be GG for us. Okay, well, let's let our opponent actually do it, because that's something nice to do. I mean, just when you scoop automatically, unless it's something you obviously know you're not going to be able to win, it's good to let your opponent physically kill you, especially if it's going to be really quick. So, And Lightning Bolts to our face. We're down to 1. And Lightning Bolt again from his hand. Well, this has been Giant Monster Games and Adrian playing Paradox Elves. Again, go check out this person's channel. Link in the description down below. Also put their Twitch channel down there so you can actually take a look at them. Okay, until next time, don't forget to game like a giant monster.